Hi everyone, thank you guys so much for joining me today. My name is Alyssa. You are in for a full body Pilates workout today. The equipment that you're going to need are a set of ankle weights. You don't necessarily need them. You can completely forego them if you don't have them or want to throw them on. And then I am going to be using a set of dumbbells. These are the Bala dumbbells. They're 3 pounds. So I'm going to be incorporating those today. If you don't even have dumbbells, you can use soup cans, wine bottles, anything that is around the house that you guys can utilize and be here on the mat here with me today. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. And I cannot wait to feel the full body shakes here today on the mat. So you're going to come down onto your backs. We're going to start off in supine position. I'm going to slowly roll down, sending my legs out in front of me. My hands can be by my side, or you can place one hand over your heart, one hand over your stomach. You're just going to go ahead and connect to this space, connect to your mat, focusing and making that mind-body connection for the next 45 to 50 minutes. Good. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale. Open up the mouth, sigh it on out. Good. Go ahead and take another nice big inhale here. Open up the mouth, sigh it on out. Going to the cadence of your own breath. Feeling those shoulders drop out of that neck. Relaxing. Checking in with how you feel today on your mat. Was it a struggle to get here? Were you eager? Being thankful to move your bodies here on your mat. It is a mind game throughout. Pilates is a practice. It's going to look different each time that you show up on your mat. Begin to wiggle those toes. Wiggling your fingertips. Maybe rolling out those ankles, rolling out those wrists in one direction, and then begin to rotate them the next. If your eyes were closed, begin to blink them open here on your mat. From here, you can go ahead and interlace those fingertips behind those heads. Those thumbs come down the bridge of the neck. Your elbows are going to be nice and wide. You can begin to float that right leg up to tabletop position, and then begin to bring that left on up to tabletop position. Good. You're in a neutral spine here. Go ahead and take a nice inhale. And then on your exhale, lifting it on up in that nice upper up curl, lifting up those head, neck, and shoulders. And then inhale as you slowly lower it back down. Exhale as you lift, squeezing it up at the top. Inhale as you lower it back down to the mat. So those knees are going to be glued together. Those shins are parallel to the ground. Those heels are together. Those toes are together. Those knees are going to be stacked over top of those hip bones. And you have a nice and controlled pelvic floor. Good. Creating as little space as possible between those rib cages and those hip bones. Good. Feeling the shake, feeling the burn here. Excellent work. In 8, you're going to hold it on up in that nice upper ab curl. Continuing to breathe through the sequence. Give me 6. Give me 5. You guys got this. Continue to breathe here. 4, 3, 2. This next one, hold it on up in that nice upper ab curl. Good. Excellent work. Now from here, right side only. You're going to begin to tap the mat down with that right toe and then bring it back on up to tabletop. Begin to tap the mat down with that right toe only and then bring it back on up to tabletop. Good. So you're seeing the stretch. You're feeling that core ignite. You're not just tapping the ground willy-nilly. You're seeing the extension that I go ahead and take when I tap the mat down. If your neck bothers you, you can always go ahead and lower it back down to the mat and continue those toe taps. Otherwise, you can be up and lifted in that nice upper ab curl. Good, breathing right through it. Give me 6. We're gonna go ahead and get right into that left side. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's go ahead and get into that left side here. Seeing that stretch and then bringing it back on up to tabletop. You guys got it. Doing excellent, excellent work here. Having those ankle weights on if you have them, adding in the extra added spice. Good. Breathing right through it. Give me 4 more right here. We're going to now go into tapping the mat down with both toes. Good. Now, if you can't tap the mat down, that is okay. All I want to know is that you're really engaging that core, and I don't want you to lose that lower back stability. On your next one right here, let's go ahead and lower down those toes and then floating it right back on up to tabletop. You're going to notice, because I have a large curvature in my back, I can't necessarily tap the mat down without losing that lower back control. Good. So it is up to you, whatever feels good for you today. Give me 6 more. 6. We're going to continue to add on in 5, in 4, in 3, breathe, in 2. This next one, holding it on up, back up at the top, checking in with that form. Can you now bring that left leg long as you bring it, that left elbow over to that right knee? So you're going into those nice little bicycle crunches. You're going to come back center. Go ahead and extend that right leg, switching it on over, flipping it to the, bringing that right knee over to the left-hand side, and then come back center. Good. So you're alternating those bicycle crunches here. You're feeling the strength. You're twisting it. You're squeezing it, maybe holding it there for a second. Good. Finding strength in that stillness, slowing it down. Ooh, you can feel the shake within my voice. Excellent, excellent job today. Give me 8. 7. You guys got it. In 6. Give me 5. Give me 4 more. Give me 3. Last 2. You're going to come back center here, and you're going to twist it on over to the right-hand side. Extend that left leg. Go ahead and give me tiny little pulses, tiny little pulses, tiny little pulses. Good for 8. You're going to switch it on over to the left-hand side in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and switch it back, coming back center, and switch it on over to the left-hand side. Let's see if we go ahead and pulse it. Good. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7. I'll give you a tiny break after this. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Come back center. Inhale as you slowly lower it back down. Maybe bring those knees into those chests. Maybe a little rock side to side. Refinding your breath here. Excellent, excellent work. Now from here, you're going to go ahead and flip it on over to all fours. That was a nice core series to begin. What do you say? We're not done with core, but let's go ahead and pop it on over, working those glutes. Getting into those full body movements here. All right, so from here, you're on all fours to begin. All right, so from here, you're going to go ahead and extend that right leg long back behind you. Good. From here, you're just going to go ahead and lift and lengthen that right leg, keeping those hips square to the mat, and then go ahead and tap the mat down. Go ahead and lifting it on up and lengthening, and then coming back on down. Good. So you're lifting it on up with that right leg and then tapping the mat down. I'm going to go ahead and flip it on over to the other side, so that way you guys can get a better view of me here on the mat. Lifting it on up and then tapping it down. Good. In 5, we're going to add on from here. In 4, breathe. Shoulders stacked above those wrists. Your chest is nice and open. Your gaze is down towards your mat. Excellent job. In 4, we're going to add on. In 3, in 2. This next one, you're going to hold it on up here. Good. Just go ahead and bend it in with that right knee. Good. From here, you're going to go ahead and drop that right knee down to meet that left. And then you're just going to go ahead and lifting it on up behind you. Dropping it down. Lifting it on up. Dropping it down. Lifting it on up. Good. Breathing right through it. If at any point you want to go back to that starting position where you just go ahead and give me those leg lowers and lifts, you're more than welcome to. In 5, we're going to add on from here, burning out those glutes, my favorite thing to work besides the core. In 4, actually, what is your favorite body part to work out? Is it glutes, core? Please tell me. Is it arms, back, inner thighs? In 3, you're going to hold it on up behind you. In 2, this next one, holding that right knee high up right here. Go ahead and give me a tiny little lift up and down. Tiny little lift up and down towards the ceiling. Good. Lift, 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 lift. As you're pulsing it up and down, can you drop it down to your left forearm? Good. Those hips are still squared off. We're going to open them up here in just a second. You're going to drive that right knee up to that right elbow, and then you're going to send it on back behind you. In 3, 2. This next one here, you're going to go ahead and open up that hip. You're going to drive that right knee up to that right elbow. Good. And then you're going to send it back on up behind you, squaring off those hips. Go ahead and drive that right knee up to that right elbow, and then sending it back behind you. Good. It is not meant for speed. It is slow and controlled and intentional. You're going to feel the shake. You're going to feel the burn. You have a slight bend in those right elbows, getting into those triceps, believe it or not. Good. Those right elbows are bent and glued to the center of the body. They're not sticking it out like a chicken wing. They're nice and tucked. Good. Give me 4. Give me 3. Give me 2. This next one right here, you're going to drive that right knee up to that right elbow. Good. Once it's here, you're going to then begin to pulse it in and in and in and in. Good. Burning out those glutes. You guys got it. Good. Give me 4. Gazes down towards your mat if your neck begins to bother you. In 3, you're going to send it back on up behind you. In 2, this next one, go ahead and send it back. Good. We're going to combine all those movements together. So drop that right knee down, lifting it on up. Go ahead and drive that right knee up to that right elbow. Send it back behind you. Good. And then begin to drop down that right knee. Repeating this motion, lift, drive it on up, send it back, square off those hips, lowering down that right knee. Good. Lifting it up, driving it up to that elbow, sending it on back. Whoo! Good. Give me 8 more. Give me 7. Give me 6. Give me 5. You guys got it. Give me 4. 3. Last 2. This last one, go ahead and drive that right knee up to that right elbow, and then begin to pulse it in. Pulse it in one last time. Pulse it in. Opening up that hip. Good. Give me 5. 4. 3. 2. Hold it here. Hold it here. Can you just drop it on down to meet that left knee? Good. And then lifting it back on up. So we're getting into this fire hydrant. So you're dropping down that right knee, lifting it on up to the side. Good. Your core is still engaged. I need you guys to breathe right through this sequence. You guys got it. I know it burns, but good. That's where I need you to be. I need you to be tired. I need you to be fatigued here. I need you to dig deep and tell yourself you can do hard things and that you're resilient and you're powerful and you're capable of doing anything that you set your mind to. Close your eyes if you need to. In 4, you're going to hold it on out to the right-hand side. In 3. In 2. This next one, holding it out here to the side. Little tiny lift, little tiny lift, little tiny lift, little tiny lift. Good for 8, 7, 6, 4, can you lift it higher? In 3, 2, we lower down. Last one, go ahead and lower it back down. Go ahead and find a nice child's pose. If you can find one, shake out those glutes. You probably have knives on either side. Excellent, excellent work. How do we feel? Good? You're like, fine for now. All right, from here, we're gonna go ahead and get into some arm work. So from here, your right tricep is probably a little fatigued, so we're gonna burn it out even more a little bit, okay? And then we're gonna flip it on over to the left-hand side. So your hands are gonna be in like like those hands are gonna come out to the sides like this. Those thumbs are gonna come together, okay? They're gonna be placed down on the mat, okay? It's a narrow position. Your knees are gonna be directly underneath those hips here, okay? Those elbows are gonna be slightly rotated on out to the outsides of your mat. Good, so from here, engaging that core, nice straight line. Inhale as you drop the gaze down. Exhale as you press it on up. We've been here before. Inhale as you drop it down. Exhale as you lift it, everything on up. Good. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you press. So notice how I'm letting my elbows do all the work, letting my triceps, I should say, do all the work. Just bending in those elbows, dropping that upper half of the body, and then pressing it on up. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, press. If you were to place a yoga block or a book or a coffee cup, a coffee cup would be a good thing, or a glass of wine, because nobody wants to see that jumped out. Okay, good. Or maybe a matcha. Maybe a matcha is your thing, or maybe tea is your thing, or orange juice or apple juice, whatever your thing may be. If you were to place it in front of your quads doing this motion, you wouldn't be able to knock it over or tip it over. Good. Because you wouldn't be sending that body weight forward. Good. This next one, can you go ahead and give me a tiny little pulse down at the bottom, and then exhale, press. A little tiny pulse down, and then exhale, press. Good. Feeling this in those arms. I love this movement. It doesn't really look like you're doing much, but let me tell you, especially when we were burning out that right-sided glute, you felt that right tricep begin to fire it on up. Good. In 4, we're gonna hold it down low to the mat. In 3, you're gonna burn it out and you're gonna pulse it out. In 2, this next one, you're gonna hold it down low, little tiny pulses, little tiny pulses, little tiny pulses. Can you maybe get it a little bit lower? Good, with that gaze. You're really digging deep. Good, hold it here for 4, 3, 2, hold it down low at the bottom, hold it down low at the bottom. Good. Can you bring those elbows out to the width of the mat? Good. Can you send them back in towards the center of the body? Can you send them on out? Bring them in. So we're going into chicken wings. Out, in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, press it on up. Whew. My arms feel like jello. Go ahead and give it a nice upper body stretch, stretching that arm across the body, stretching it on the other side. Oof. Good. Feels good for that stretch. Awesome work. All right, now from here, we got that left hand side. So you're gonna still be down in that 4-point position. You're gonna extend that left leg long behind you. From here, you're gonna lift and lengthen that left leg, and then you're gonna tap it down. You're gonna lift and lengthen with that left leg, and then you're gonna tap the mat down. The energy should mainly be coming down at those right knees, down to those left palms. A nice check would be if you would take your right hand behind your lower back. Good. Lifting it on up and then slowly coming back down. You guys got it. Lift and then tap. Lift and then tap. After this, we're going to get into mainly upper body. Good. We're going to come standing up on our mats. Get off of our wrists a little bit here today. Lifting it on up and then slowly tapping the ground down. In 4, you're going to hold that left leg high and you're going to bend it in. Those toes are pointed. In 3, in 2. This next one, hold that left leg long here. Hold it long. Can you begin to just bend in at that left knee? Hips are square to the mat. You're going to lower down that left knee down to meet that right. And then you're going to go ahead and press it out long behind you. Go ahead and lower it back down. Exhale as you lifted it on up. Good. Beautiful job, you guys. Getting into that left sides of those glutes here. I know you guys are capable of it. I know you might be tired from that right tricep and those glutes, but I promise you, if you did it once, you can do it again. Checking it with my form here. Good. In 4, you're going to hold that left knee high. In 3, in 2, this next one, hold it here, hold it here. Can you go ahead and give me tiny little pulses up and down, tiny little pulses, tiny little pulses. I see you, you're putting in the good work today, lifting it up and up and up. Good. As you continue to pulse that leg, can you drop it down to your right forearm? Your hips are still squared off. You're still pulsing that left leg up to the ceiling. Pulse it up and up. You have a slight bend within that left elbow. We're going to drive that left knee up to that elbow and open up that hip here. In 4, 3, 2. This next one, hold it here. You're going to open up that hip. You're going to drive that left knee up to that left elbow. Sending it back on up behind you. Hips become squared off. Good. Driving it on up. Sending it on back. Driving it on up. Sending it on back. You guys got it. Opening up those hips here just a little bit. Good. Every single time that you go ahead and flip that, open that hip, you're working those glutes, but you're also opening them on up. Good. Feels probably really good for that mobility here. Good. Give me 6 more. You're going to pulse that knee into that elbow. In 5, breathe, squeezing that oblique when you bring it on up. In 3, in 2, this next one, hold that left knee up to that left elbow. Pulse it in, 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 in. Good. Pulse it in. Beautiful job, you guys. Good. Give me 5. You're going to go ahead and combine everything together, going into a nice little combo. In 4, 3, 2. This next one, go ahead and send that leg behind you. It is bent. You're going to drop down that left knee, sending it back on out behind you, opening up that hip, drive that left knee up to that elbow. Good. Squeezing it, go ahead and sending it back. Hips become squared off to the mat, dropping down that left knee, lifting it on up. Go ahead and open up that hip, sending that knee to that elbow. Send it on back. Good. The gaze is down towards your mat. If your neck bothers you, I don't want anybody having any neck pain here. Good. All about working that spine. Do not forget to breathe. Unclench your jaw. Relax your facial expression. I believe in you. In 5, you're going to hold it on up with that knee into that elbow. In 4, we're going to go round 2 for those pulses. In 3, in 2. This next one, holding it here, holding it here. Go ahead and drive that left knee up to that elbow. Drive that knee up to that elbow. Good. For 8. You're going to hold it. We're going to go into those fire hydrants in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, you're going to hold it there. Go ahead and lower down that left knee to that right. Go ahead and lift it on up to the side. Dropping it down. Lifting it on up. Good. You guys got it. We're really feeling that burn in that left tricep here. It is on fire. I am shaking. There is an earthquake on my mat, and it is consisting of all the shakes, growing those glutes, digging deeper, burning that lactic acid within those muscles. Good. Give me 6. You're going to hold it on up. We got nice little pulses in 5, 4, 3. I know it burns. Last 2. This next one, hold it on out to the side with that left knee, little tiny pulses up and down. Yes, this is it. Dig deep. After this, you get a tiny little break. We got that upper body. In 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and slowly lower it back down, sending those hips on back, reaching those arms forward here. Refine your breath. Maybe shake out those glutes. Maybe you had a knife in those glutes. Shake it on out. You guys got it. Whew. Excellent, excellent work. All right, from here, let's go ahead and grab those weights. You're going to come standing up to the top of your mat. Okay? Go ahead and stand it on up. All right. We have a weight in each hand. If you guys don't want to utilize weights today, again, you don't have to. Okay? From here, you're going to actually just go ahead and bring those weights to those chests. Okay? From here, you're just going to go ahead and plant those feet underneath those hip bones. I know we just did glutes, but let's go ahead and send those hips back, dropping it down to a squat, and then lifting it on up. Go ahead and sending those hips back like you're going into a squat, and then lifting it on up. Notice how I'm not pressing everything forward. Good. You're keeping those glutes, that lower back nice and tucked. Your gaze isn't down directly to your feet. Look how I look down to my feet and I literally have an arch. My neck is strained. If I look out in front of me, it should be out in a nice line from the top of my head down to my sit bones. Give me 5. We're going to add on in 4, in 3, in 2. This next one, you're going to go ahead and bring those weights to those shoulders. As you lift it on up, you're going to give me a nice overhead press. You're going to drop those weights down to the shoulders, dropping it back into that squat. Pressing it on up, lowering it back down. That weight is in those heels. You should be able to wiggle those toes. Good. Getting into those back muscles, getting into those lats. Beautiful job. Good. In 5, you're going to continue this motion. The only thing that changes is that weight goes down into that left leg. You're going to bring that right knee up to that chest. In 5, and then you're going to drop it down to a nice squat. In 4, in 3, in 2. This next one, squat it on down. As you overhead press, go ahead and place that weight down to that left leg, bringing that right knee up to that chest, squatting it on down. Go ahead and press it on up, bring that right knee to that chest, squatting it on down. So this is your standing abdominals, getting into those arms while also working those glutes here. Good. 8. You guys got it. In 7, 6, 5, you're going to hold that right knee up to that chest. In 4, arms are in line with those ears. In 3, in 2. This next one, hold it here. Can you give me a tiny little pulse up and down? Pulse, 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 pulse. Good. For 8, you're going to step it on back for a nice lunge with that leg. Those arms come past those rib cages. In 4, 3, 2. This next one, you're going to go ahead and send it on back with that left leg, bringing those arms past those rib cages. Excellent job. Stay heavy in that standing leg. Focus on something on the ground. You're going to drive that right knee up to that chest, overhead press. Good. And you're just going to go ahead and step it on back. Beautiful job. Roll those shoulders. We're repeating this motion. It is not meant for speed. I am somebody that always lacks balance sometimes. So if that is you, I am right there with you. I am human, just like you. I feel the burn just like every single one of you through that screen. I am not a robot. Good. In 5, you're going to hold it on back. In 4, in 3, in 2. This next one, you're gonna hold it on back, hold it on back. Little tiny lift up and down with those arms, up and down towards the ceiling. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5. You're gonna stay low in that lunge. In 4, reaching those arms above those heads, brushing them past those rib cages. In 2, this next one, you're gonna brush them past those rib cages, overhead reach. Go ahead and send those arms back behind you. Good. Reaching them on up, sending them back on behind you. In 5, in 4, you're gonna hold those arms so that they're in line with those ears. In 3, 2, this next one, reach those arms so that they're in line with those ears. Go ahead and little tiny lift up, 1 right, 1 left, 1 right, 1 left. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's double the pace so you're swimming. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, shake it out. Whew. Shake out those glutes. Roll out those shoulders, shake out the shakes. Excellent, excellent work. We have the other side. All right, so those weights are gonna come back to that chest. All right, we're gonna start off with those squats like we did for the first side, all right? Feet underneath those hip bones. You're gonna sink it on back and then lifting it on up, getting right into those squats. Good, if you need a break at any time, towel off. Good. Breathe. You guys are almost there. You guys are doing fantastic throughout today's exercise. Good. Showing up for yourselves on your mat here. Good. There is no better feeling than showing up for yourself, because how are you going to show up for the rest of the world if you don't take time for yourself here? Good. It doesn't necessarily always have to be here with me on the mat. It can be reading a book, going for a walk, having a glass with lemon, treating yourself to a matcha from Starbucks. The strawberry cold foam matcha from Starbucks is elite. I know sometimes I've heard that people say that that Starbucks' matchas taste like dirt, and I'm like, no, you gotta get the strawberry cold foam. Actually, let me know what your matcha order is from Starbucks, because I'm kind of curious. Good. In 4, we're gonna incorporate that upper body. In 3, in 2. This next one, as you drop it on down, bring those weights to those shoulders. Overhead press, reach with those weights. Sinking it back down. Pressing it on up. Sinking it back down. Pressing it on up. I have all the shakes here. My left leg always shakes so much. It's like I give the stanky leg. Good. Pressing it on up. It doesn't matter what I do. If I'm on the ball of my left foot, it just like shakes uncontrollably. My right side does not do that. Good. Pressing it on up. In 4, we're going to go ahead and be strong in that right standing leg. We're going to bring that left knee up towards that chest. In 3. In 2. This next one, dropping it down. Focus on something on the ground, lifting it on up with that right knee. Overhead press. Dropping it down. Good. Lifting it on up. Sinking it back down. Focus on something in the room. Good. Working those core, working those shoulders. Beautiful job, you guys. 8, 7, you're gonna hold that left knee up towards that chest. You're gonna nice little pulse. In 4, in 3, in 2. This next one, you're gonna hold that left knee up towards that chest. You're gonna give me tiny little pulses up and down with that left leg. Good. From here, we're gonna go ahead and send that left foot back behind us. You're gonna bring those arms, brushing them past those rib cages. In 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, go ahead and step it on back. Bringing those arms back behind you. Find your ground, it's okay. Good. From here, you're going to engage your core. You're going to go ahead and lift that left knee back on up to meet that chest. Overhead press. Stepping it back behind you. Go ahead and lifting it on up. sending it back behind you. Whew. Yes, you can. Breathe, focus on something. I know those standing legs might be tired, especially those glutes. Give me 4. You're gonna hold it on back. Whew. In 3. You're gonna hold it on back. In 2. This next one, you're gonna hold it on back here, hold it on back here. Good, so we got tiny little pulses up and down with those arms. Tiny little pulses up towards those ceilings. Roll those shoulders out that neck. Breathe. In 5. We're gonna add on, reaching those arms up above, staying strong in that lower body. In 3, 2. This next one, you're gonna brush them past. You're gonna reach them up so that they're in line with those ears. Dropping them, pressing them on back. Reaching them on up, sending them on back. Reach, extend, reach, extend. In 5, you're gonna hold it on up. Those arms are gonna stay in line with those ears. In 3, in 2. This next one, reaching it on up here. Go ahead and give me 1 right, 1 left, 1 right, and 1 left. Good, for 6, 5, you're gonna go ahead and give me those swimmers. We're gonna double time it in 4, 3, 2. Let's go ahead and double time with those swimmers. Go ahead and give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, shake it on out. Whew. Shake it on out. Whew. Shake out those shoulders, roll them out of that neck. Good, from here, you're gonna be standing. Those arms are gonna be down by your sides. Those palms are gonna be facing up towards the ceiling. All I need you to do here is serve out those weights in front of you and then lowering them back down. Serving out those weights in front of you and then bringing them back up in line with those ribs. Serving them out, bringing them back in. Serving them out, and then bringing them back in. Good. Serve. Bring it in. Good. If you're out of breath, that means that you're working, and I know that you're working so hard here today on the mat. Good. Serving it out, bringing it back in. Serving it out, bringing it back in. Good. In 4, you're going to hold out those weights in front of you. In 3, you're not sinking it back like this. In 2, you have a nice straight line, standing up nice and tall. This next one, holding them on out in front of you, holding them here. Can you bring that right arm over top of that left? And then come back center. And then can you bring that left arm over top of that right? And come back center. Bring it up, 1 right, 1 left, 1 right, 1 left. Good. In 8, 7, you're gonna hold it on out. We're gonna go into a nice little combination. In 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, go ahead and bring those weights back on out in front of you. You're gonna drop them down by those rib cages. Can you send them on out? Can you give me 1 right and then 1 left and then serving it back down? Good, repeating this motion. Sending it on out, giving me 1 right, 1 left, dropping it back down. Good, burning out those arms. I know, I feel it too. Good, feeling all the shakes. If at any point you need to go ahead and lower down those weights, you go ahead and lower them down. You can also lose them, okay? This is your workout. I'm just here to guide you. I cannot do it for you, but I can be damn sure that I'm gonna do it with you always. 8, 7, 6, 5. After this, we're gonna go ahead back down to our mats in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2. This next one, go ahead, give me 1 right, 1 left. Lower those arms back down. Good, and now let's just go ahead and get into some simple bicep curls. So go ahead and lift it on up and then releasing it on out. I want a full bicep curl. A full bicep curl is when you drop it all the way down and then lifting it back on up and squeezing it. Good. This is a nice little active recovery here. Beautiful job. Those elbows are glued to those rib cages by those sides, squeezing it and then releasing it. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Good. In 4. We're going to go ahead and get into those hammers. In 3, in 2. This next one, go ahead and flip those palms in and dropping them down by your sides, lifting them back on up, dropping them down, lifting them back on up. Good. Same thing. I want that full hammer curl here. Lifting it on up, dropping it down. In 5, we're going to go ahead and drop it down with those weights. In 4, in 3, in 2. This next one, let's go ahead and lose those weights. Go ahead and come to the back of your mat. So you're at the back of your mat, a little active recovery. You're going to have a slight bend in those knees. Nice big inhale. Reach those arms up above. Go ahead and grab onto that left wrist, pulling that left wrist on over to the right-hand side. Feeling that nice stretch. Go ahead and grab onto that right wrist, pulling that right wrist on over to the left-hand side. Feeling that stretch. Now down that right rib cage. Good. Go ahead and let it on out. Go ahead and give me another nice slight bend in those knees. Reaching it above. Good. Maybe giving me a back bend up at the top. Exhale, letting it on out. Those hands come down by your sides, brushing them back behind those legs, bringing those hands down towards your mat. All right. From here, you're just going to let that head, neck, and shoulder hang. You're going to lift it up one right heel and then one left. One right heel and then one left. Good. In 4, you're going to walk it on out to a nice high plank. In 3, in 2. This next one, let's go ahead and begin to walk it on out to a nice high plank. Booty is tucked. Your rib cage is pulling in. The energy is shooting out from those heads and then down through those heels. Good. Now from here, can you begin to then drive that right knee up towards that chest, squeezing it on up and then stepping it on back? Go ahead and give me that left knee up to that chest now and then sending it on back. Good. Go ahead and give me one right. Send it on back. One left. Good. Lose that curl now. Just drive that right knee up and then that left, right, left, right, left. So we're going into those mountain climbers here. Good. Let's go ahead and pick up the pace here. You have 15 seconds. That's all I need. Get that heart rate up. Good. You have 10 more seconds. Booty stays low. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it on up here. Hold it here. Hold. Good for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and slowly begin to drop the gaze down, bending in those elbows, untucking those toes, lifting it on up for a nice baby cobra. Inhale. And then exhale. Go ahead and lower down those chests. Maybe bringing those arms to those sides, resting that head onto your mat. Let that heart rate come down. Good. We had a nice little burn out at the end. Got that heart rate up. Refinding our breath. Letting that heart rate come down. Good. From here, begin to wiggle those toes and wiggle those fingertips. Maybe you want to roll out those ankles. Maybe rolling out those wrists from all the wrist work that we did today. Rotating them in the opposite direction. Maybe bending in those knees. Windshield wipering them from side to side. Letting out any lower back tension here. Good. And when you're ready, you can slowly make your way on up to a nice seated position. We have 2 breaths. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale. Exhale, let everything on out. Last and final one. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale. Those palms come together up at the top. Exhale as you bring it down to heart center. Thank you guys so much for showing up for yourselves today on the mat. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else than sharing my love of Pilates with each and every single one of you. Thank you guys so much for being here. And you guys should be so proud of your bodies and what they were capable of here today on the mat. Whatever that looked like, it's never linear. So, and Pilates is always a practice. So thank you guys so much. And I can't wait to see you guys next time on the mat here. Bye.